question from our previous lecture.
Please go ahead.
Sir, in relational algebra,
Mm-hmm.
slide, sir, page number sir 20.
Hmm.
Sir, একটু বের করবেন?
বলেন, আপনি বলেন, let's hear what's the problem.
স্যার ওখানে যে রাইট আউটার জয়েন ছিল, স্যার
হুম।
ওটা মনে হচ্ছে, আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে স্যার there is something wrong.
Okay, so the basic concept of right outer join is to bring the leftovers from the right table, and the left outer join's purpose is to bring out the leftover from left table. Okay, so that was the issue. Why you think there is a problem? Conceptually, is there any problem?
No স্যার।
So why right outer join is a problem? This is the slide, right?
Yes স্যার।
So why right outer join is a problem?
স্যার আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে এখানে রাইট সাইডে যে টেবিলটা আছে ওটা স্যার আর
রাইট
আসবে
সাইডে
না
কোন টেবিলটা আছে সেটা আমাকে আগে বলেন। Which table is on the right side? R or S?
স্যার আর।
তাই নাকি?
হ্যাঁ
To
আমার
me, R is on the left side. To me, R is on the left side, not on the right side. Right side is basically the normally right hand, right?
yes স্যার।
S is on the right side, not R. Is it okay?
নট ইয়েট স্যার।
বলেন।
তাহলে রাইট আউটার জয়েন বলছি কেন আর কে, মানে স্যার একটু কনফিউজ সেজন্য স্যার।
R কে তো right outer join বলিনি, we talked right outer join. The right outer join in between R and S. Which side is right side? Is it
ওকে
R
স্যার।
or S?
স্যার এখন বুঝতে পেরেছি।
Okay, so it's not right
Thank you,
outer
sir.
join of R or S. Okay,
জি স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
okay. So now basically we are officially starting the SQL. However, we have done SQL a lot, but I think these SQLs are a little bit new for you. Uh, the purpose of SQL is basically it helps the programmer or database analyst or database administrator to manage, maintain the database. So this is basically a structured language provided so that you can manipulate data that is stored in the database. So this is basically some advantages are there. Now SQL statements in RDBMS is essential and you must need to have some idea on those. Whenever you would be writing any code, you might need to use those SQLs. Typically we use very straightforward small SQLs, but we in the course we will try to go through different level of difficult SQL as well. So this is basically some kind of theoretical aspect that you will see. Like at the middle we have the DBMS, database management system, which is associated with different development environment. Now when the programmer is basically writing the code, they use SQLs to retrieve the data from the database, and these programmers write those programs for whom? For the users. So later the programs are given to the users, so users execute those programs and use those SQLs to retrieve the related data that would be required for them. Sometimes they alter those data as well. There are three types of SQLs that we can categorize. The first one is data definition language, DDL. The second part is DML, data manipulation language. Third part is data control language, DCL. In our course, we won't be covering anything from DCL. We will focus only on DDL and DML. Notation, as you know, like this is a standardization rule, or maybe you can say convention. We normally try to put the commands in capital format. However, in SQL, there is no problem if you use uppercase or lowercase, because SQL is basically, it's not case sensitive. But it is a good idea to use the reserved word or commands in upper cases. In some SQL database, they use semicolon at the end of the query. So this is basically there in few, some doesn't follow the structure. So the first thing that we need to do, remember, like in our before we started relational algebra, we end up with coming up with relations, right? Remember, like we have done data dictionary where we have defined what type of tables, how to create the tables, and what are the attributes of the table, and we have defined different data type in the data dictionary. Remember different types of data?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so those, from there we have we are in a position to create table. Now, how can we create table? This is basically the using SQL we can create table. So to do that, we can write the command called create table. So you can see at the bottom, we can use the create table command. So these are different types of data that are available. So for an example, string, which is known as character, or sometimes varchar, varying character, numeric, in terms of integer, temporal data, that is timestamp data is there. So there are different types of data available. So this is the typical syntax of SQL. So to create the table, we need to use the keyword create table followed by the name of the table. As convention, we use the entity name followed by _t, or we start with TBL, then the name of the entity. So for an example, to create a table called student, we may use student _t or TBL student. So these are the convention that we seen how to use those things. Then under the first bracket, we have to provide the column definition. Column definition means the attribute name, the appropriate type, and if there is any constraint. What are the constraint? Constraint could be primary key is a constraint, foreign key is a constraint. There could be some other validation constraint could be there. So we can put those constraints as well. So this is an example of creating a table. So here we have written create table customer _t, the convention we are following, which is _t. We have customer ID, which is a number. Customer name is a variable character. Customer address is a variable character. Customer city is a variable character. Customer state is a character. Customer postcode is a variable character. And we have a constraint. We have named the constraint as customer primary key, that is PK, and the name and the reserved word is basically a primary key. In bracket, we have mentioned which one is the primary key. So here, as you can see, customer ID is the primary key. Then basically we close the bracket, given a semicolon. So this is statement through which we can create a table. I'm giving you some time so that you can ask any question.
স্যার ভার্কার 2 এর মধ্যে ডিফারেন্স কি? মানে স্যার সেমই তো মনে হচ্ছে।
Exactly, it depends on the database that we are using here for writing the SQL. They are same. To answer your question, they are same.
স্যার এখানে ব্র্যাকেটের ভিতরে যে প্যারেনথেসিসের মধ্যে যে যে নাম্বার গুলো আছে এগুলো কি স্যার সাইজে আছে?
Right, correct. These are the size.
বাট স্যার কি ফার্স্ট ওয়ান
হুম,
11,01
হুম, হুম।
বাট মানে এখানে দুইটা কেন স্যার?
Okay, so basically it is a float number. So 11 character and after decimal there is nothing. So number is not an integer, right? So number means it is a float. So that's why they have said there would be 11 decimals, but there is nothing, no place should be kept for the float. That's why comma 0. If it would be 2, then basically 2 place after decimal. Uh, Here, like the primary key should be customer ID, right? So we can do it in 2 ways. I believe like I don't know whether that is there somewhere. It's not there. Anyway, so we can use 2 different ways to create this primary key. The first one is here, and the second one could be here. Instead of saying not null, we can simply say primary key. We can keep it here. This is possible. We simply can mention primary key on the name beside the column. Okay. Now we have to understand how database is storing the data, or this structure is created. So let's say this is basically the table where we have the structure, right? So we have given some definition. Now it might happen that for the time being we have customer ID is the primary key, but like always there's a chance that you might need to change the primary key, right? So what to do when you want to change the primary key? How can you do that? No. I want to, for an example, customer ID is not a primary key. I want to make let's say customer name and address. This combination should be my primary key. These two should be my primary key. What should I do? But already I have executed the SQL and I have set customer ID as primary key. What should I do now to change primary key from customer ID to customer name and address? What should I do?
স্যার আপডেট করতে পারি।
So update কি করব?
স্যার আপডেট টেবিলটা আপডেট করব, যে কাস্টমার আইডি যেটা আছে ওইটা চেঞ্জ করে নেম এন্ড অ্যাড্রেসটা দিতে যাচ্ছি। তাহলে লিখবো যে আপডেট টেবিলের নামটা সাপোজ কাস্টমার, আপডেট কাস্টমার টেবিল।
Okay, so update, there is a update option. Okay, update is basically update data. Update use to update data. For an example, you have your ID. I want to change your ID from something to something else. So for that we need update. For example, you want to change your name. By mistake, your name has been stored wrongly. So you have applied. So I want to change your name. So to change your name, I will issue an update command. So update would be update the data, not the structure. Is it okay? So then what can we do? Then I could figure out something like, okay, I might need to remove the whole table and create it again. That could be one of the option. Because once the table has been created with this primary key, how can I change it? So then basically I need to know what is the structure, how it would be defined. So first of all, number one, all attributes are defined, right? That should be how it is. Number two, constraints. Constraints are defined. Constraint means primary key, second primary key, or foreign key, this kind of thing, or checking, this kind of constraints should be defined. So this is task number 1, this is task number 2. So whenever we are creating this create statement, these two will happen. Now primary key, what is a primary key? If I define a primary key, what is a primary key? This will fall under which criteria? Criteria number 1 or criteria number 2?
2.
Primary key?
Constraint.
Very good. Primary key is a constraint, so it would be under criteria number 2. Now if I remove the table, what I am doing, I am basically removing both 1 and 2, right? But to change the primary key, I just need to change the constraint. I don't need to think about the structure because the structure is right. Okay, and think of it, if I have data, then if I remove, if I basically drop the table, all data will be lost, and the data might have some sort of association, they will be also lost. Now how can I get, then basically what I need to do, I need to change the primary key, I need to change the constraint part only. So I could say, instead of dropping the table, I can drop the constraint. Right? So dropping the constraint won't hamper the structure, neither the data inside the table, isn't it? What is the constraint? What is the constraint? Some sort of rules, regulations that you want to enforce. For an example, what is primary key constraint means what? What will happen if something is primary key? Nope.
It is
What is the primary
identifier.
key?
Identifier something.
Identifier. Very good. That means, very good. Yes, correct. So it is identifier. That means what? That means it can't be repeated. So whenever you would be having, you will be entering similar ID, it won't allow you to enter the data, right? But the structure remains same. Structure will remain same, but this is a condition on top of the structure that you can't allow repetition in the ID, isn't it? So we can always drop the constraint, but here, do I know the name of the constraint?
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the constraint?
Custom ID is the primary key.
No. Custom ID is the attribute. Primary key is the constraint, but what is the name of the constraint? How can I remove it? Because like to remove something from the database, you need to know what is the name of that constraint. The type of the constraint is primary key, but what is the name?
Customer ID.
Customer ID is the attribute.
Oh, achha, okay.
You have enforced primary key constraint on customer ID, right? You have enforced primary key constraint on customer ID, but what is the name of the customer ID constraint? Is there any name if I write in this way? The answer is no. The answer is there is no name. Of course, the name is there, but I have to search for it. What is the name? How system has stored this constraint in the system? I need to search for it. But if I do it in this way, that the way it has been written here, then what I know? I know the constraint name. What is the name of the constraint? I know the name is customer PK. So if I want to drop it, I can simply say drop customer underscore PK.
Yes, sir.
Then it would be easily dropped. So these are the reason why we use this kind of additional constraint with the name of the constraint. Okay. Okay. Now let me go through the next example. So here we want to see how can we accommodate foreign key. So this is order ID, order table. Order ID number, not null. Order date is a date type data. Default, here you can see there is another type of constraint, that is default sysdate. What do you think? What is sysdate? Very good. That means by default, if you don't enter anything, by default it will get the data from the system date. Customer ID is an again number. Now I have constraint order PK, that means what? Primary key of the order table, which is order ID, and then we have constraint order foreign key, which is foreign key. Which one is the foreign key? Customer ID is the foreign key, and customer ID is coming from where? References. Customer underscore table in bracket customer ID. So it has come from customer table's customer ID as foreign key in this table known as customer ID.
স্যার আমাদের যদি দুইটা প্রাইমারি কি থাকে তাহলে স্যার ব্র্যাকেটে যে
নরিন আমরা আসি একটু পরে।
ওকে স্যার।
So for the time being, we are basically understanding one by one. We are basically solving problem one by one. So first of all, we have found how to define primary key. Now we are defining foreign key. So whenever we are defining foreign key, it's pretty much the first line is pretty much like primary key, but we need to know from where this primary key has come, from where this foreign key has come. So for that we have used references and the name of the table and the attribute in the table. Because why this is required? Because sometimes, you know, like you need to rename the attribute, isn't it? That's the reason we have to define the name of the table and the attribute name. Norin, I will get back to you very short, very soon.
Okay, sir.
The next part is basically we are creating another table called product table. Here we are using some other constraints, which is known as check. As you can see, we have order ID, product ID is a number, product description is a varchar, product finish is a varchar. But after that, what we have seen, what we have issue a check. In check, we have mentioned product finish in cherry, natural ash, white ash, red oak, natural oak, or walnut. So these are the product finish color that could. These are the values that you can choose from. You have seen the combo box. Have you seen the combo box?
Yes,
right,
sir.
or checkbox. So it's like combo box. When you click, then basically multiple options will come up. So you can't have anything other than those options, right? So in case you have such limitations in your database, you don't want the user to use any other options, then you can use something like this, command like this. Okay, so check means then anything, any other variable, any other data apart from this won't be allowed as a value. Okay, so system will check whenever you are entering the data. If the data doesn't match with these values, it won't insert the data. Okay, বুঝতে পেরেছেন? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so standard price is again decimal. Integer, we have seen the use of integer as well, and this is basically constraint. We have product primary key as product ID is the primary key. Finally, going to the next table, that is basically product line. And in product line, I think Norin, you might get your answer from here. In product line table, we have order ID and we have product ID. These two would be considered as the primary key. Okay, product ID and order ID would be considered as the primary key. These two will be two key will combine the primary key. What we have called this earlier? Composite
primary key.
Very good, composite primary key. Now as you can see, we have first constraint, that is order line primary key. In bracket we have mentioned order ID, product ID. Is it what you are asking for?
Yes, I was asking that.
Okay, so if we have multiple attribute as foreign key, then we have to put it in this way. Here these are not only the primary key, they are also foreign key, right? Because they are coming from, one is coming from product table, another is coming from order table. That's why we have to define the foreign key constraint as well. So first foreign key constraint, we are saying order line FK1 foreign key order ID, which has reference from order tables order ID, and the second one is order line foreign key 2, foreign key which is coming from, which is product ID, which is coming from, that is references from product tables, product ID. So here we are not only having composite primary key, but composite primary key is also foreign keys. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far? Nope.
No, sir.
Very good. Very good. So the next part is basically if you want to alter the table. I believe someone is saying like if we want to make some sort of changes in the definition, we can use update. Here we don't use update, we use alter. So we say alter table, the name of the table, and whatever you want to alter, you can either add column, you can remove column. So these are the things that you can do. So here as an example, we have alter table, customer table, add column, customer type, which is varchar 2, and default value is commercial.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
আমি কি চাইলে প্রাইমারি কি ডিলিট করতে পারবো? প্রাইমারি কি এর ওইটা স্যার ড্রপ করতে পারবো? সাপোজ আমি একটা টেবিলে একটা কলাম আছে স্যার, আইডিটাই সাপোজ প্রোডাক্ট আইডি, তো আমি চাচ্ছি যে এটা রিমুভ করে দিতে। এটা কি পারবো কিনা, পসিবল কিনা যে প্রাইমারি কিটাকে রিমুভ করা যায়, মানে ড্রপ করা যায় কিনা?
অবশ্যই ড্রপ করা যাবে, মানে you can always drop the primary key, but remember you have, first of all, you have a structure, right? You have product ID as a structure. That is the first thing that you have done, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The second thing, what is the second thing?
Constraint.
On top of the structure you have put the constraint, right?
Yes, sir.
Now if you want to delete, what are the things you need to do? First of all, you need to remove the constraint, right?
Then yes, sir.
Then the column, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
So yes, these are the steps that you have to follow.
Okay, sir.
Anything else? I believe we have talked about these things. Remember, like once we are talking about the constraint, like foreign key, if some foreign key would be removed, while we are discussing about foreign key concept, we have mentioned like there are 3 ways we can handle this problem. One is cascade, another is setting null, another is restrict. Right, exactly. So whenever you are removing a column, so if that column has any associated attribute as foreign key to some other places, what will happen with that? Okay. And finally, you can drop the table by simply saying drop table customer key. That will remove the table. Okay. Have you ever seen? Have you ever worked with any database? কোনো কাজ করেছেন? কিসে কাজ করেছেন বলেন তো? Okay. Let us show you some example. I am basically using the most available software, which is Microsoft Access. I believe you all have Microsoft Access in your PCs. Right? How many of you have used that?
স্যার আমি মাইসিকিউলটা ইউজ করেছিলাম স্যার।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, মানে আমার কাছে মানে at this moment I don't have any other software, That's the reason why I'm going to show you with the concept. I believe that this is here we are talking about the concept, not anything else. So we are basically dealing with the concept. So how can we use this concept? So that's the reason why any database is okay. So you can see my slides, right? The screen.
Yes, sir.
So I have just selected Microsoft Access. So I think you can see what I am how I am working with. I am selecting the blank database. The name of the database is database 1, or I can simply say this is the test TV. I have the screen, and there you can see like the on top it mentioned test DB, right? So these are the tables. I could see tables have been there, table 1. So I can always go to design view. I can always go to design view. Going to design view, I can simply create the table. So let's say customer ID is a number, customer name is a short text, and the size 255. Do you think 255 is a good size? I think it is too much, right, for name. So maybe 100. Customer address, maybe for customer address 255 sounds okay. What else we could have? Customer postcode, maybe
So phone number, email.
okay. Let me have only these things, like customer postcode, that is basically 4 digits. Okay, now this one should be the primary key. So I am defining this. As you can see, I have selected this and click here. This become the primary key. Okay, so I can simply save the table. The name of the table is table 1.
স্যার ছোট একটা কোশ্চেন আছে স্যার।
জি, you can rename that as well. জি বলেন।
স্যার এই যে কাস্টমার আইডি যেটা প্রাইমারি কি দিলাম, সাপোজ স্যার আমার 10 জনের ডাটা আমি এখানে রাখতেছি, স্যার ও কিভাবে বুঝবে আমি 10 জনেরটা নিচ্ছি বা 100
আচ্ছা, আমরা দেখি একটু কন্টিনিউ করি তাহলে।
ওকে
সো
স্যার,
ইউ ক্যান সি নাও আই হ্যাভ কাম টু দ্য ডিজাইন। আমরা ডিজাইন ভিউতে ছিলাম, এখন আমি ডাটা ভিউতে চলে এসেছি। যে একটা ডিজাইন ভিউ, এটা হচ্ছে ডেটা শিট ভিউ। সো নাও হিয়ার উই উইল এন্টার দ্য ডেটা। ঠিক আছে, সো আমি এখানে দিলাম প্রথম কাস্টমারের নাম্বার হচ্ছে 1, নাম হচ্ছে মাহাদি হাসান, কাস্টমার অ্যাড্রেস হচ্ছে বসুন্ধরা, পোস্টকোড হচ্ছে 2029 বা 2029। নাও সি, if I want to enter more, it is basically not allowing me to enter more. Why?
Their size দেওয়া আছে।
Yes, the size was limited by 4. Customer 2. Now if I want to put customer 1, দেখেন এটা নিয়ে নিল কিন্তু, রাইট?
হ্যাঁ স্যার নিয়ে নিছি।
আমিনা হাসান, let's say NN 234. Okay, I'm going next. কি বলছে?
They're similar ছিল প্রাইমারি কি থাকার পর।
Exactly, so it's saying that you are duplicating the primary key, so you have to redefine this one. তার মানে কি করতে হবে, এটাকে আমি 1 রাখতে পারবো না। So if I need to change it, now it's okay, changing, taking the data. Have you seen that? Aziz, that was the issue that you are talking, right?
Yes, sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
how
Yes.
they will keep track. So I don't need to bother. So the backend automatically keeping track of these things. Okay?
Yes,
বুঝতে
sir.
পেরেছেন?
জি স্যার।
Okay. So now I'm basically closing it, and maybe after closing it, I can rename the table. Customer underscore T. Okay. So I can come here. Um, Okay, this is a view called, this view is known as SQL view. Okay, so we have seen design view, data view, and this is basically SQL view. Okay, now let me go back to the lectures. Where is the lecture? The lecture is in, here we have the lectures, right? Can't I copy things from here? How to copy? How can we copy?
স্যার স্লাইডসে গেলে বেসিক্যালি করা যেত।
স্লাইডসে তো ছিলাম, এটা। So this was customer T, this was order, right? Let me copy this content. Let me get back to the access. So here I have write down the command.
স্যার আমরা এগুলো কোন ডেটাবেজ মানে কার আন্ডারে করতেছি এগুলো কিছু লেখা লাগবে না?
কার আন্ডারে করছি?
মানে স্যার
যে উপরে উপরে দেখেন আমার ডেটাবেজের
ও
নাম
আচ্ছা
কি?
আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ 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 স্যার, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
এসডিবি, আমি তো প্রথমেই ডিফাইন করে নিয়েছি।
খেয়াল করি নাই স্যার।
So here I believe order date is a big time. Let me run it. Let's see what happens. Order ID, integer,
স্যার কাস্টমার টেবিলের সি ছোট হাতের হবে স্যার, ওটাতে কি প্রবলেম করবে?
না না না।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
Syntax error in the field definition order ID. Get table order team. Order ID. What type of data it was? Number. So they accept numbers. So why it is not allowing me to enter the number? Number. Somehow I am not able to create anything. Order ID varchar. So now you can see I have created a table with the command and the table has occurred here, right? দেখতে পাচ্ছেন? If I go to this table, you can see the table contains only C order ID. Okay?
স্যার আপনার স্ক্রিনটা একটু জুম করা যাবে স্যার?
যার তো কথা মনে হয়। কিভাবে করে? I don't know. ম্যাগনিফাই কোথায় করব? অপশন কি এখানে নেই নাকি? Sorry, I don't know how to do that.
Sir, you can do with control and plus, sir. So that you
control plus তো দিচ্ছি।
Control Z plus, sir.
Control Z plus হচ্ছে না। What else? এখানে তো ফন্ট সাইজটা যত বড় করা যাচ্ছে না, সব তো ডিসেবল করা। What else can be done? I don't know.
Sir, type here to search যেখানে লেখা ওখানে ম্যাগনিফায়ার লিখলে অপশনটা আসবে।
কোথায় কোথায় কোথায়?
স্যার একদম নিচে টাস্ক বারের দিকে।
এখানে এখানে তো কিছু নাই লেখার জায়গা।
স্যার টাইপ হিয়ার টু সার্চ নিচে একদম।
স্যার লেফট সাইডে স্যার নিচের লেফট সাইডে।
ম্যাগনিফায়ার। Okay. So now
স্যার ফন্ট সাইজটা স্যার কন্ট্রোল সিলেক্ট করে স্যার ক্লোজিং ব্র্যাকেটটা।
is it helping?
Yes sir. অনেক বেশি জুম হয়ে গিয়েছে স্যার, মাইনাসে দিলে হবে।
But how to control this? সেট করা যায় না কোনোভাবে? কাস্টমাইজ করা যায় না? কন প্লাস, ও আচ্ছা এটা হচ্ছে স্পেশাল কি প্লাস। ওকে, উইন্ডো কি এর সাথে এটা করা যায় না, ওরা বলছে এইভাবে করা যায়। তো কিন্তু আপনি ফন্ট সাইজ কি জানি বলছিলেন, আপনি কন্ট্রোল চেপে কি করতে হবে? ওটা ভালো লাগছে না
স্যার। কন্ট্রোল সিলেক্ট করে স্যার ক্লোজিং ব্র্যাকেটের যে ইয়াটা আছে কিবোর্ডে ওইটা দিলে স্যার ফন্টটা ক্লাস হয়।
এটা তো জানি, এটা তো ওয়ার্ডে হয়, কিন্তু এখানে হচ্ছে না। আচ্ছা, তার মানে এটা ওইটা ছাড়া কোনো উপায় নেই না?
নো স্যার, তাহলে ম্যাগনিফায়ার ছাড়া উপায় নেই।
আচ্ছা, ওকে, ঠিক আছে, এখন দেখতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, এখন ঠিক আছে।
Okay, good. So tahole what we have done, you can see, just writing this code, we have created the table, right? Now what is the it might sound to you writing this code is tedious, but think about it. When you want to migrate the data, you want to create the another version of the database in another place, then basically if you could write the code at the very first and can execute the code wherever you go, then basically very easily you can create the data. You don't need to do all those juggling with the structure again and again. But the window that we have seen here, which is basically the what view, using the design view, we always can use design view to create the table, but it is tedious when you need to repeat the same thing for same database for in different places or different times. So in that case, I believe query like this would be handy. Okay, so I believe we can try alter table. This command was there. I believe we have seen such command, right? দেখেছি না আমরা command? alter commandটা কি ছিল?
স্যার অ্যাড ছিল, ড্রপ ছিল।
আমাদের এখানে তো একটাই মাত্র আছে, ড্রপ করার তো কিছু নেই। So let's check how can we add. So alter table, this table, add column, then basically define it, right?
Yes sir.
So alter table, add column, and what should I name? Maybe order name as, let's say, varchar. That will do, right? So if I execute this code, I think the code has been executed. You see, the order name has appeared. Have you seen that?
Yes sir.
Okay. So now similarly, alter table order. Now you can drop. If you try drop, drop, drop column order name. If I do this, what will happen?
So order name it.
The order name should be dropped. Let's see. Now you can see there is no order name, right? Okay. So these are some exercises that you can always perform using any SQL. So that's why I just for an example, I have used Microsoft Access to show you how to do this, how to handle those things. Is it okay? Good. So let me go to the next lecture. So the DDL is, we have just dealt with DDL. Now we are talking about the next phase, which is DML. And as I already have mentioned, we will only use DML. We will use up to DML. That means we will use DDL and DML. So DML stands for data manipulation language. So to manipulate data. So once we have the database, we can manipulate the database by doing what? By inserting data, by updating data, by deleting data. So these are the commands that we can always use. So insert is basically used to insert data inside the database. So we can simply say insert into customer table. Values are these. That means what are the values that you want to input. So this is basically a typical insert into command. So the next command could be deleting data. So we can simply say delete from customer table, where customer state equivalent to HI. That means all the customers who belongs to state HI, their record would be removed from the database. Make sense? And if you want to delete everything, then you can simply say delete from customer table. That means it will remove all the data. Sometimes we might use update. So here you can see we can update. We mention update table, update product T, and set product standard price equivalent to 775, where product ID is equivalent to 7. What you are doing? What are we doing here? Date of the table.
স্যার প্রোডাক্ট আইডি যখন 7 হবে তখন প্রোডাক্ট স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্রাইস টা সেট করে দেওয়া হয়েছে।
Very good. That means you are changing product standard price. You are setting the product standard price to 775 when product ID equivalent to 7. Make sense? Okay, very good. Now here I have one question for you. Let's say I want to increase the price of all product by 10%. What should I do?
স্যার কোশ্চেনটা কি স্যার?
I want to increase the price of the product by 10%. What should be the command? So you're saying update product T set, right? Set product standard price will that work?
I think no, sir.
This should be okay, right? What do you think? This is okay?
স্যার এটা কি 1.1 লেখা নাকি 11 বুঝতে পারছি না।
1.1. ঠিক আছে? C++. জি আজিজ কিছু বলছিলেন মনে হয়।
স্যার প্রোডাক্ট স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্রাইস ইকুয়ালস টু প্রোডাক্ট স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্রাইস প্লাস মাল্টি ওটা 10% করতে হবে, মেবি ইজ ইকুয়ালস টু পরে গিয়ে লিখতে হবে, যা লিখবো আমরা।
না মানে আপনি C++ করেছেন না আপনারা?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওখানে লেখা যায় না a equivalent to a into 1.1 এইভাবে লেখা যায় না, a into equivalent to 1.1
হ্যাঁ স্যার। ও আচ্ছা।
করা যায় না এটা?
জি স্যার।
সো আমি এটাই করেছি। This works here.
ইয়েস স্যার, ইটস ওয়ার্ক।
বুঝতে পেরেছেন? So now what I have done, I am saying 1.1 মানে কারণটা কি? For an example, if the price is 100, if you multiply it with 1.1, what would be the value? It would be 110. So 10% increase means it will be multiplied by 1.1. That is what 10% increase means. So 100 units would be 110 with 10% increment. So the value of x would be increased by x multiplied by 110 divided by 100, which eventually x multiplied by 1.1. So this is basically the simple arithmetic. Okay. Any confusion? Can you hear me? Very good. So this is update. So we have seen how to insert, how to delete, and we have seen how to update. So the rest is basically pretty simple. I believe it talks about indexing. So we are not going in detail of the indexing. Indexing is basically mechanism to make the searching more efficient. That's the reason why we do index. So if you index, what will happen? It will be sorted based on that particular attribute. Then whenever you want to get the data, the search time will decrease heavily. For example, if you are sorting, if you have done sorting on a particular attribute, searching is basically log n, right? The search complexity become log n, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this kind of concept has been used when we do indexing. So this is basically a DML. Is it okay? Next is query. Query basically deals with selection. So here I believe like you are well aware of this structure, right? I hope you all understand this structure, right? Select from, where, group by, having, order by. We have discussed about these, right?
Yes, sir.
Now this is something new for you. How these would be processed. So at the beginning, as you can see, number one is from clause. So we start with from, that means we identify the relation or the tables from where we need to fetch the data. Then once we have identified the relation, then we have to see, is there any conditions, any criteria, which row to select. So we have select the source, then basically we are selecting which row. Then we are selecting, is there any group by, that means is there any organized rows according to the value in the stated columns. After group by, we check, is there any selection on the groups which is having. After that we go to the select. Select means we select which columns to display, and finally we do order by and results are shown. So these are the step-by-step process basically how SQL engine generate SQL. So it starts with from, then where, then group by, then having, then select, then order by, and finally the result will be generated. Make sense? So typically these three are very common: select, from, and where. In most cases, you can do maybe 70 to 80% work with select, from, and where. So that's the reason why we keep these as more frequent SQL example. Here we have a table. The table shows the unit. The example shows you need to list the unit price, product name for all the product in the product table. So here, as you can see, the product table is there. We have product ID, product description, product finish, product standard price, and product line ID. So these are the information that we have in product table. But what they have asked us, they ask us the unit price, right? And product name. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Are you there?
জি স্যার।
Yes, sir.
বলেন কি বুঝাচ্ছে এটা দিয়ে? So unit price is basically referring to standard price, right? And product name is referring to the product description. Apart from this, I don't have any other data, right? Because if I browse in the product table, I could see only these are the related information. So this is, if so, then basically I want to see a table like this, which is shown here on the right part, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So to write this, the SQL would be this one. Very simple SQL. So select product standard price, comma, product description from product T. Right?
Yes, sir.
Is there any question? Any issue? No.
স্যার,
Very good. জি।
তো সাইডে যে টেবিলটা আছে না, এই যে সাইডে দুইটা কলাম আছে, এই দুইটা কি লিখতে হবে আমাদেরকে?
না না, লিখতে হবে না, লিখতে হবে শুধু এই যে লাস্টের দুটো লাইন।
ওকে স্যার। আর স্যার, আমাদের নিজেদের বোঝার জন্য এটা আমরা র‍্যাপ করতে পারবো, মানে
হ্যাঁ, করেন কিন্তু নিজেদের বোঝার জন্য, মানে if you really want to practice in this way, this is very good, but unfortunately when during the exam you won't be having any tables like that. There won't be no data. We won't be providing any data. But for the practice purpose, yes, you can do, and you can, by doing this, you can learn more. Okay?
ওকে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Let me go to the next one. So here they are saying which product have a standard price of less than 275. That means anything less than 275 is which one? The first one, second one, and number 8, right?
No
First
sir.
one is 175.
Oh হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Then 200 and 250, right? So end table, coffee table, and computer desk. So eventually this is basically what we want to see. 175, 250, 200. These are the three data, right? So if we want to see the result, then the query should be product description and product standard price from table T. From product T, where product standard price is less than 250.
275।
Sorry, 275.
স্যার, আপনি বলছিলেন যে এই যে প্রোডাক্ট টেবিলটাও দেওয়া থাকবে না?
কিছুই দেওয়া থাকবে না।
অনেক কোশ্চেন স্যার, না থাকলে আমরা বুঝবো কিভাবে?
Only এই প্রথম কলামটা দেওয়া থাকবে, প্রথম রোটা দেওয়া থাকবে, where you will get the attributes. Nothing else will be given. When we have practiced previously using even PubS database, did we provide you any detail information? দেওয়া হয়েছিল কি কোনো detailed information?
নো স্যার। ওখানে একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল,
how we
এজন্য
have completed that?
Sir, we just assume that it might be this or
Exactly. Right. Correct. These are very fundamental issues, but I know you are well advanced than what we have right now. So I hope these we already have covered in our previous lectures. But since the lectures are there, that's why I'm just going through those things. The next one, show the product ID and price with 20% VAT. That means you have to show the product ID and the price of the product with 20% VAT added with it. So product ID would be there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the plus 20% should be like, for example, the first one is 175. So 175 multiplied by 20% would be how much? 35, right? So added this with 35 would make it 210. So that's what we have. 1 is 210, 2 is 240, 3 is 450. So in this way we have the values. Okay. Now how can you write the SQL? So to do the SQL, you have to select product ID, and product standard price should be multiplied with 1.2. Why 1.2? Because you want to add 20% extra. And we have renamed it. We have used something called as. As is for renaming. Okay. So because you can see like the title occurred here on top is plus 20%. So that's why you have renamed it with plus 20%. Whatever you rename, that column would be named as that. Are you getting it? বুঝতে পেরেছেন? সবাই বুঝেছেন তো?
স্যার as plus 20% না দিলেও কি হবে?
হ্যাঁ as 20% না দিলেও হবে। তাহলে এটা হয়ে যাবে কি, যে ওটার নামটা আসবে এরকম প্রোডাক্ট স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্রাইস মাল্টিপ্লাইড বাই 1.2 এরকম কিছুটা দেখাবে উপরে হেডিংটা।
ওকে স্যার।
Next one, what is the average standard price of all the product in the inventory? কি করবেন? Select AVG product standard price. এখানে দেখেন যে as দেওয়া হয়েছে as average price from product table. So যেখানে as যদি না করেন তাহলে ওটার নাম লেখা থাকবে average standard price, average of product standard price ওরকমই লেখা থাকবে। সো ওখানে একটা রিনেম করে দেওয়া হয়েছে যাতে করে অ্যাট্রিবিউটের নামটা, টেবিলের কলামের নামটা you can customize the name of the column. Okay?
Okay, sir.
How to find the minimum value? Alphabetically, what is the first product name in the product table? That means what? First product means what? The minimum value. So we are saying minimum product description from product team. We have seen that, right? Average, max, mean, sum, count. We have seen that, right?
Yes, sir.
Next one, how many different items are ordered in order number 1004? What they have done? They have said, select count star from order line T where order ID equivalent to 1004. Excuse me. That will show how many orders, that means how many products are given under the order number 1004. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So these are comparison, equal, greater than equal, less than equal, not equal, can be write in both ways. So which we already have seen, not equal. Then we have and or not. These are three Boolean operators, which you already know, right? And here the priority of AND is the first thing that would be executed, followed by OR, then NOT. So which has the highest priority?
And
AND, followed by?
or and then not.
Very good. If you don't put any parentheses, then basically this should be the order. Okay. Now we have one example, and the picture demonstrates how this is basically working. Here you can see under the where clause. Under the where clause, you can see product description like underscore desk, or product description like under percentage table, and product standard price is greater than 30. If these are the three conditions, which two will be executed first? Which one has the highest priority? বলেন।
Sir, and first execute.
And first হবে, তার মানে কোনটা আগে হবে? Which part?
Um,
Product description like table and product standard price greater than 300, right? So as you can see, the first we are basically joining these two, right? The shaded part, which is basically and then we will have or with what? Product description like percentage desk. So this is basically desk, and we have the join result, which is the shaded part. So you can see like the solid line, the solid or dark solid line would be our answer. Okay, বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
Yes, sir.
But if we do in this way, what will happen? If we have the parenthesis, that means if we want to do the OR work first, then basically first of all desk and table would be OR, right? Desk and table will be OR, so we will got the solid line once, and then it should be merged with the standard price greater than 300. So the shaded part, you see the shaded part, the shaded part would be the answer. Okay, are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So I believe the diagrams are well explained, so there should not be an issue, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next thing is we can have range queries. Range queries can be written in two ways, using AND clause or using the between statement. So first we can see if we want to have all the product within a particular range of price, for example greater than in between 200 and 300, the first query that you can see. So we can say the standard price is greater than 199 and standard product price should be less than 301, or we can simply say standard price greater than or equivalent to 200 and standard product price less than equivalent to 300. We can change that as well, or we can simply say where the standard product price between 200 and 300. So this is basically the another way of representation of the range query. Instead of to and statement, we can have the between. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. The next clause, in clause. and not in clause. I believe like while we were discussing about the check, we mentioned we want to validate whether the data lies within those values or not. So similarly, when we are making a query, we can simply say if, let's say, if major equivalent to computer science, if major equivalent to software computer engineering, if major equivalent to computer science and engineering, then I can consider these students belongs to CSE department, right? How do you know a students belong to CSE department? If their major is computer science, if their major is computer science and engineering, or their major is computer engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
So how to write those things? For example, I want to see all students belongs to CSE department, but department name is not there. We simply has majors. What to do? What to do? We can use the in operation here.
In operation.
Okay. So we can simply say where major in bracket, we can put all the values that we want to compare with. So we should not say major equivalent to computer science and engineering, or major equivalent to computer science, or major equivalent to computer engineering. We don't need to have these three statements. Apart from that, we can simply, using the in clause, we can put all the values within the bracket and compare this with that. Make sense?
Yes, sir, got this.
And not in basically the opposite of in. If you don't want anything to be included within that, you simply say not in. Okay.
But sir, not in যেগুলো করতে চাচ্ছি ওগুলো বলে দেওয়া লাগবে না?
হ্যাঁ, এটাই তো বলে দিলাম যে I don't want any students from CSE department. That means what? Not in computer science, computer engineering, computer science and engineering. Rest will come, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have something which we haven't seen, we haven't talked about. This is basically order by. Okay. So for order by, we can see the question here mentioned that list customer, city, state, and city and state for all customer in customer table. List the customers alphabetically by state and alphabetically by customer within each state. So here we are saying customer name, customer city, customer state, from customer, order by customer state. First of all, it would be order by customer state, then it would be order by customer name. For example, in a same state, if we have multiple customer, then within that state all the customers should be sorted based on their name, but first of all it would be sorted based on their state. Okay, make sense? বুঝতে পেরেছেন? Is it okay? Or we can use simply the position of the attribute. So as you can see here, we have mentioned customer order by 3,1. 3 means third attribute, which is customer state, followed by 1, which is customer name. So you can simply follow any of these two. Okay.
স্যার অর্ডার বাই ওখানে যে কাস্টমার স্টেট এন্ড কাস্টমার নেম কেন দিলাম আরেকবার একটু বলবেন?
বুঝিনি।
ওই যে অর্ডারের উপরে অর্ডার বাই ওখানে স্যার কাস্টমার স্টেট এন্ড কাস্টমার নেম কেন দিলাম এটা আরেকবার একটু বলবেন?
Okay. If you read the questions from second line, please read it. পড়েন একটু জোরে জোরে আসিয়া। Question এর second line.
List the customers alphabetically by state and alphabetically by customer within each state. Yes, sir.
এখন বুঝেছেন কেন করেছি অর্ডার বাই?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was the additional thing which was given. That means they have mentioned, first of all, alphabetically list the customer based on their state and then by name within the states. তার মানে same states এ হয়ে গেলে ওই নামের উপর সর্ট করতে হবে। Okay, that's the reason we have two level of sorting. This is the reason why we have order by. We can use limit. Limit এর কাজ কি? Limit will limit the data up to a certain number. For an example, here এখানে আমি কতজন ডাটা দেখব? As many data as is there, right? I will see as many data there in the table, but you can limit the data. For an example, I want to see top 5, top 3, top 2, or from 5 to 6. In this way, if you want to do those limits, then basically you can say limit 5. Limit 5 means the first 5 rows should be shown. Limit 30,5, it means it will show you 5 rows after skipping the 30. Okay, first 30 would be skipped, then the next 5 would be shown. That means from 31 to 35 you will see. Okay, if I want to
তাহলে তো আমরা 35 আর মানে 30,35 দিতে পারতাম কি?
30,35 দিলে কি হবে? You will see 35 rows after 30 rows.
Okay, sir.
30,35 means 35 rows after 30 rows.
Yes, sir. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Group by, I think we already have done that. আমরা দেখেছি group by কিভাবে করতে হয়. So these are some example. So count number of customers with address in each state to which we ship. So here customer state, comma, count customer state. We are counting how many customers are there from customer table, group by customer state. So based on the customer state, total number of customer within that state will occur. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Having clause, condition on top of the group, condition on top of the group. Here it's mentioned list in alphabetical order the product finish and average standard price for each of the finish for selected finishes, সেগুলো কি cherry and natural ash, having an average standard price less than 750. That means for those categories that has less than 750, I want to show. So you can see under the having clause, we have mentioned having average product standard price less than 750. We have group by that with product finish, because product finish is basically what we are grouping the data with, and we are just selecting only cherry and natural ash. Okay, which are there in under the where clause with in statements. We have done that. So this is basically a combination of in, group by, having, and order by, because we want to list in alphabetical order of product finish. That's why it has been ordered by product finish. Is it okay? So the last slide is there, but I am not interested to show you that. That is basically it from SQL. Is there any question? Any question? Okay, very good. So if there is any question, then basically we can always come back to the next session and discuss from there. Thank you. So we are joining from the other group. Okay.
স্যার একটু 10 মিনিটের ব্রেক দেওয়া যাবে?